capital cities are in chaos. Caracas, Kiev.
On the streets of Bangkok.
The images are stunning. The atmosphere, it's deadly.
Looking at live pictures here of anti-government protests taking place in the Ukrainian capital, Kiev.
When the protesters came up to the parliamentary building, the whole government were around it, and this is when the clashes started.
I'm standing in Independence Square, which has been the centre point of the opposition movement for some months now, and it is where the crowds have effectively been driven in the streets of Kiev.
It's a long line of fires. Those are fires set by whom? What exactly are we looking at?
It is a bed, as far as I can see, of burning fire and embers, and the purpose is clearly to form a defensive barrier and stop the police and security services getting through.
This is all about whether Ukraine is a European nation or part of Russia. That's what this is really all about.
The protests are also taking place on the streets of Thailand.
Protesters have been camped out in Bangkok since November, demanding the Prime Minister step down.
It was a street protest that was supposed to be peaceful, and then this happened. One of the police officers was killed. At least 3 civilians in the ensuing violence, Patricia, have also been killed. The protest leader, Sutek Tauksuban, who leads this umbrella group of protesters, if you like, he said he was sorry about the violence, but he said that they will be back out in force. So they want to see her step down. She's refusing to go. She held an election. It was inconclusive. And now we're seeing that things are getting up to boiling point on the streets of Bangkok.
Demonstrations last week left 3 people dead.
4 people have already died in protest against the socialist government.
Thousands of anti-government protesters are still blocking the 6-lane freeway that leads through the heart of Caracas.
That move to blockade the freeway comes just hours after the Harvard-educated, Ohio State-educated Leopoldo Lopez turned himself in to the National Guard. The government has accused him of provoking what they call fascism and for stoking these protests in Caracas, which have now been going on a week. But of course, this is much bigger than a fight just against the government of Nicolas Maduro. This is Venezuela's right-wing opposition fighting against what they see as a 16-year-old experiment in socialism. They say enough is enough, and there's a change of government.